Pay attention to that super bar. Pay attention to that super bar. Alright. I got the super out now, right? Watch what happen next. Watch what happen next. Watch what happen next. I effed it up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. This is actually kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pay attention to that super bar. Pay attention to that super bar. Pay attention to that super bar, y'all. Pay attention to that super bar. Pay attention to that super bar. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I don't even know why I aim it down sights. Let's go over what's going on here. Let's go over what's going on here and how we're getting our super in literally like 4 seconds. I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief. I should have washed my mouth yesterday. Well, I don't know when y'all getting this video. I should have washed my mouth. Okay. So the other day I did a video, a short, basically showcasing that you can shoot your shadow shot through the hoop of hierarchy of needs. And I was like in my short, I was like in the short, I was like, this ain't gonna do anything for us. It's cool, you know, but it's a useless fact. But I showed them just to show it. And someone on my TikTok was like, this works with Shard of Galanor. And I was like, huh? What you mean it works with Shards of Galanor? The spirit in the exotic class item, of course, right? It works with Spirit of Galanor. If you read the fine print of Spirit of Galanor, it says hits and final blows with your super will return super energy after it ends. The reason why this is better than Orpheus Riggs and why it won't work with Orpheus Riggs is because Orpheus Riggs says each target tethered by default anchor. You have to tether multiple enemies in order for Orpheus Riggs to give you that energy back. Spirit of Galanor says hits and final blows. When you shoot your tether, your shadow shot, through the ring, the guidance ring of hierarchy of needs, the arrows of hierarchy of needs that shoots with every bow, in case you didn't know, the bows that go with whatever arrow you shoot through the circle guidance ring of hierarchy needs, it counts as super damage when you shoot shadow shot through it. So if I put an ogre out here, right, the ogre's only one person. The ogre's one person, so usually when you tether a ogre by itself, just show y'all an example, if you just shoot a tether at an ogre by itself, you get nothing back. You get nothing back because you didn't do no real damage. You ain't do no super hits. It was just one. You ain't do nothing. You know, Orpheus Riggs would have gave you something at least. But with Spirit of Galanor, if you shoot your arrow through a guidance ring, and we're gonna get 50% of our super back. Boom. And that's just a boss right there. It's just a boss. There's no other enemies here to give the other 50%. So the little mishap of me shooting my shadow shot through hierarchy in these freaking guidance ring ended up being something amazing for a build video. So that's what we're here for. Today's build is Robin Hood, okay? As y'all know, you need freaking Spirit of Galanor. That's the only thing you need in this build. So you can easily focus that, go run dual destiny, whatever, get the exotic class item, Bathrooms or something. All you need is Spirit of Galanor. If I had to recommend something to pair with this, it will either be Spirit of Synthoceps or Spirit of Verity. Because you need something to work in this build, right? Spirit of Synthoceps will help you with a melee build. So if you want to do combination blow, grapple melee, you can go along with that route. Or you can do a Verity, where it'll be the same thing, you know, grapple melee build, gunpowder gamble, you know, along them lines. Sadly, I don't have Verity. I would say Spirit of Galanor and Verity is the god the God roll for this build. So if you got Verity with it, perfect, good for you. Just go the grapple melee route that most people do. Put on Gunpowder Gamble, and you'll be good to go. Okay. Yeah, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna show you guys a different route, which would be the Synthoceps route with this build. Obviously, hierarchy of needs. You want to make sure you have the catalyst done for hierarchy of needs. If you don't know how to get the catalyst for hierarchy of needs, very simple. All you gotta do is master difficulty of Spire of the Watcher, Spire Watch, whatever the dungeon called. That's all you gotta do. Master difficulty, and it will drop at the end when you beat it. Simple. That's all you gotta do. No quest line, anything. You'll get the catalyst, and then you just gotta get the kills to get the, the catalyst done. The catalyst make it that when you put out a guidance ring or striking a target with a seeking projectile, and improve the draw time speed and reload speed for a moderate duration. And I'm pretty sure that's the perk you be seeing pop up on the left side. Well, not left side, bottom, where it'd be like it'd be on 5 seconds. You see I start shooting faster. I believe it actually got a name to it. So when I shoot a guidance ring out, it says Perfected Vector. And basically every time you put out a guidance ring, it's on for 5 seconds, and you shoot the bow quicker. And you can just basically hip fire all day and get that increased draw time. So that's why you want the catalyst, because if you don't, it shoots very slow, and you don't want that. Okay, so as you know, you gotta get 3 precision headshots, whatever, or kills will give you guidance ring. So get kills or precision shots, you get 3, and then you can hip fire to put out the ring. Then you shoot through the ring. You get extra seeking projectiles with it that make it do more damage. The further enemies away, the more damage it does. It also works with other bows now. So if you got any teammates that's using bows, including exotic ones, they can shoot through your guidance ring to do more damage as well. Whenever they shoot through the guidance ring, they gonna have hierarchy in these arrows shooting with their arrow. Okay. I don't know how people got confused with my video. They thought me shooting shadow shot through the ring was giving it 3 arrows. It's like people didn't know what Mobius Quiver was, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's the whole point of this. Okay, that's the point of the exotic. It's a Gallahorn bow, and yeah, we'll be using Mint Retrograde in this build because you can run whatever special weapon you want, and Mint Retrograde is goated in PvE. So do you have it? You can run Festival Flight if you want to with Blast Distributor if you want to go a grenade build route, and then your heavy can be whatever you want. The main thing here is hierarchy needs, as y'all know. Okay. Alright, artifact is important here. You want to make sure you have 2 things on, well, 3 things on. Fever and Chill. So when you get precision hits, which you're gonna be doing for bow, you'll get Radiant on for 10 seconds, or you get 3 rapid kills, you'll get Radiant for 10 seconds. You want this on. You want Colorado Darkness on, because we will be severing in this build. So this is gonna give us a 30% extra damage with our bow. And then we got on Radiant Shrapnel, which put out little fireballs, mortars to blow up on enemies. The explosion from this Radiant Shrapnel, like I told you guys in my Outbreak Perfected video, gets you a lot of super energy. So when you stack that with hierarchy needs, you get super back very quick, as y'all seen with the footage I showed you guys. And then we got Shield Crush on to make our grenade do more damage, and make our melee do more damage, because we will be fusing the 2 in this build. So we have something going in this build instead of us just shooting our bow. We want to be able to do something in this build to get us our super back quick, so we can do that loop. Tether on, of course, for our build, and we're gonna be stacking that with Faster to Purpose, so we will be having a Void Overshield in this build. Gambler's Dodge and Combination Blow. We will be doing the Combination Blow strat with Grapple Melee, so get 3 melee kills, and then Grapple Melee will be insane damage for us. We got Synthoceps and R class items, so it's easy to get them combination blows when punching enemies with that extra damage. We got Stash Executioner on to pair with the Grapple Melee, so when we go invisible, we can immediately grapple while we invisible, to make it that we get the Stash Executioner 300% melee damage increase, and if we punch and kill somebody, one-shot them. There's some firepower in our build instead of us just being, spamming supers all day. And then of course we can do that with the tether out there and do some of the same damage to the boss as well. We got on Gunpowder Gamble. We rocking the solar weapon. Might as well spam some Gunpowder Gambles that's juiced up with the 200 grenade stat we're gonna have in this build. If we had Verity on, this would have got juiced up even more, and we wouldn't have Grapple Melee on. We would have Swarm Grenade on, and that would be the build instead. But we don't, so we're going to Grapple Melee route. Faster Protection on for survivability when we try to get the combination blows. Faster Solitude, this is how we're going to be severing bosses and enemies with hierarchy and needs. So this will make us get that darkness debuff on them on regular enemies to get that 30% extra damage for hierarchy and needs whenever we get the rapid precision hits. Faster Purpose, faster the courage, so our gunpowder gamble do more damage if the enemy is still severed by us or unraveled from the grapple melee. And then we got faster the hope on, so we can get our class ability back quicker whenever we're rolling and punching. But you can replace Facet of Hope with Facet of Bravery. You will be getting melee kills, so you can give your Mint Retrograde unraveling round. I would say that's the only thing I would say you would replace it with, to be honest. You could go Facet of Mending if you want. If you want your grapple melees to give you Cure and your gunpowder gamble to give you Cure, you could go Faster of Ruin if you want a bigger ignition with your gunpowder gamble. But yeah, I would probably replace Faster of Hope actually, since I don't have Ascension on. I would actually replace this with Faster of Mending. You know, we're going to grenade strap with the melee. Alright, mods. We're rocking hands on. We punching people to get bonus super energy, so we can hurry get that super energy bar maxed out so we can do the super loop. We rocking solar and strand dual siphon because we got solar and strand weapons on. We got radiant light on, since we will be spamming our super. We might as well help our teammates out and give them armor charges whenever we spam super. We got melee font and grenade font on, and our RMPs give that plus 20 stat in both of those. And focusing strike, so when I punch enemies I get class ability back, energy back, because my class ability is kind of low in this build right now. I want it to be at 70, but you know. We got resist mods on our chest piece, and then I got one solar ammo generation mod on to get plus 20 to hierarchy needs for generate ammo quicker for Mint Retrograde. We got better already in our leg piece, a solar weapon surge for hierarchy needs, and then absolution give us some mobility energy for all our abilities. And then our class item, we got on class font, Reaper, Bomber. Stats you want to look for in this build: 200 grenade stat, even if you got Verity, 200 grenade stat, 100 super stat. That's all you need, 100. You don't need to go over 100 because this is not a damage super. This is a support utility super, so you don't need over 100, just 100. And then you want to pour 70 class ability and 70 melee. And that's the build. And then you can pour the rest into weapon stat if you can to make hierarchy needs do more damage. But that's the build. You're seeing the footage. You're getting it in mere seconds. Your super, and you spamming your tether before tether even disappeared. You know, kind of insane. Hope you guys enjoyed this Robin Hood build. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys as always. And who knew a mistake would turn into a build? You know. And until next time, stay up.